movement than the plotting style and strength of Steven Adams.
Noel, a good shot blocker. Chris Paul. Interesting, Chris Paul on two. Morant, 29 assists, 2 steals in the Wednesday loss to Utah, 124-115. Dort, a catch and shoot triple try, it's in.
Also a playmaker for this Grizzlies team on the offensive end.
Outside of the Anderson three, everything for the Grizzlies has been scored in the paint. Chris Paul laces the triple. Chris Paul got away from Morant, sets up Dort for three. Made another one. Luguentz, Dort, and Abdul Nader. Chris Paul gets a screen from Noel. Want to play with pace, get into the paint early, try to get early paint looks if they can. Anderson lost it, got it back momentarily, and then picked up by Chris Paul.
There's been a turnovers here early in this game that have derailed the Grizzlies.
Chris Paul, foul line jumper. Tolliver, another
center who out physical the guys that's guarding them. Just let him work and initiate your offense from there.
Tolliver claims his third rebound of the game.
Here on the floor, that's a dribble penetrator, which is Chris Paul.
That guy, yeah.
Earlier before, you had multiple dribble penetrators. It's Chris Paul there, throws that one away. And the turnover. And even though he doesn't look physical, when he's dribbling the ball, if you get too close, he does a good job with the offhand, just like Chris Paul there, keeping defenders away and able to get by.
And then took the rebound away from Gorgui Dieng. But did lose that rebound and commit his second foul. Grizzlies' fourth team foul. And then a rip through. Fouls on Dieng, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, Pete Pranica with you. Fifth seeding game for the Grizzlies. Chris Paul with a miss, and that's tapped out of bounds. Paul with the spin away. Baisley with a top of the key jumper. That's short. And the rebound to Chris Paul. I love me some Shee. I love watching his games and calling his games important.
He just threw it between his legs.
He did. Gilgeous Alexander misses the three. Clark claims it from the line. And you talk about every possession matters so much. Oklahoma City comes up totally empty. Chris Paul fadeaway three, rimming no. And the 2 free throws down by Morant. He's got 11. And the Grizzlies, their largest lead at 9. Chris Paul on a throwback. Gallinari for three. Put it in. And now a steal by Chris Paul. His three is through. He's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's got the game.
He's got the game.
Keep feeding him.
Chris Paul, foul line jumper. That's money for him. Their largest lead of the game at 74-64. And the Grizzlies, who have been one of the best second half teams in the NBA since the calendar flipped to 2020, off to a good start. Paul with a response. Tolliver the miss. Shoulder in the sternum. Gonna get you the whistle pretty much every time. Chris Paul. Nope.
The floor is wet.
DB for three. Tolliver slaps out the rebound, but it's to Chris Paul. Offensive foul. Good contest by Valanciunas, and then Dylan Brooks with a knockaway. And then Chris Paul with a frustration foul, his first. Of efforts from the Grizzlies, which they need. Morant crosses over against Gallinari. Ball got stuck on his hip. Chris Paul with the steal. Dort misses, and the rebound, Dylan Brooks.
And Tolliver.
Baisley. There's Steven Adams. And a Memphis foul. Portland in the race for the 8th seed in the West. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City trailing Houston and Utah by a half game. Actually, they're
to be able to score with the clock stopped.
Nice deflection by Melton, and then CP3 with a loose ball foul on the hold. Counters, cast of characters has changed, but the desire to win hasn't changed. Valanciunas missing the turnaround.